You need to understand something right now. Women are not designed to love you the way you want them to. It doesn't matter how kind you are. It doesn't matter how much you give. It doesn't even matter if you are a good man. Their nature wasn't built for that. Women were designed to love strength, to love what ensures survival, to love what gives them and their offspring the best chance to thrive. If you think that being loyal, romantic, and consistently available will win her heart forever, you're setting yourself up for heartbreak. You could be rich. You could be famous. You could be physically perfect. But if you make the wrong moves that betray weakness, neediness, or emotional softness, you will lose her respect. And once the respect is gone, love doesn't stand a chance. This is not about being high value by society's standards. It's not about income, status, or looks. It's about something far deeper. It's about understanding the way she was wired long before modern life ever existed. Accepting this brutal reality is the first step. Because if you don't accept it, you will keep repeating the same mistakes, falling into the same traps, and wondering why every relationship eventually crumbles in your hands. They don't love you for you. They love the power you represent. Accept it, or be destroyed by it. When you look at a woman and say, "I love her," you are loving her just for being her. For her beauty, for the way she makes you feel, for who she is, or at least who you believe she is. But women are not wired the same way. They don't love you simply for existing. They don't look at you and think, "He's mine forever because he's sweet or loyal." A woman's love is transactional. It is conditional. It is based on the value you provide and the strength you consistently demonstrate. She is designed to love her children unconditionally, to nurture her offspring no matter how weak, how emotional, or how needy they are. That's why a mother can comfort a crying boy without losing respect for him. But with a man, it's different. You are a utility, a source of protection, provision, leadership, and emotional fortitude. The moment you stop embodying those things, the moment you show weakness without the ability to overcome it, the love you thought was secure will start to fade. She may not even realize why her feelings are changing, but they will change. Because deep in her hardwiring, a man who cannot protect, who cannot stand strong, who cannot lead, is not a man she can attach to. You are not loved for your intentions. You are not loved for your kindness. You are not loved for your sacrifices. You are loved for your strength, or you are not loved at all. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you stop chasing illusions. Most men don't lose a woman overnight. They lose her slowly, quietly, through 1,000 small mistakes they never even see happening. And it all comes down to one thing: subconscious devaluation. It's not what you say. It's not even always what you do. It's the way you unconsciously chip away at your own worth in her eyes. Until one day, she just doesn't feel the same anymore. Let's break down the hidden traps most men fall into without even noticing. First, time. You think spending more time with her will make her love you more. That if you're always available, always there, always ready, you'll somehow secure her affection. But that's not how it works. In her mind, if you're always accessible, you must not be that important. If you were truly valuable, you wouldn't have endless time to give. Your time would be rare, and anything rare is valuable. Next, compliments. You believe showering her with praise will make her appreciate you. Instead, it does the opposite. It signals that you are trying to win her approval. It tells her that you're reaching upward, that she's above you. And deep down, a woman doesn't want to look down at the man she's with. She wants to look up. Then there's validation. Likes, comments, endless texts telling her how amazing she is. All of it weakens you. It shows that you seek something from her, instead of standing complete and solid on your own. She doesn't want a man who needs her validation. She wants a man who is a fortress, complete, unshakable, self-sufficient. Phone communication is another silent killer. You think being constantly available through texts, calls, DMs will make her feel secure. But women don't want the man who texts all day. They want the man they have to wonder about, the man who has better things to do than sit on the phone. And finally, commitment. You think locking her down quickly shows strength and loyalty. But to her primal brain, it reeks of scarcity. It tells her you fear losing her because you can't replace her. Real power is when you know you have options, and you stay by choice, not by need. Every time you give away your time too easily, every time you seek her approval, every time you make her feel like she's the prize and you're the chaser, you slowly kill the very attraction you're trying to build. And by the time you realize it, it's already too late. Now let's shift gears, because understanding women requires something most men never learn. You have to think in reverse. Whatever a woman says she wants, you must understand what her instincts are actually craving, and they are often opposites. For example, when she says, "I want to spend more time together," most men rush in. They clear their schedules, they cancel their plans, they make themselves available. But what she really wants is to feel that your time is valuable. She wants to know that your life is full, that she has to earn a place in it. When you flood her with your presence, the mystery dies, the challenge evaporates, and so does the attraction. Or when she says, "I love when a man is romantic and emotional," you might think that means sending long texts, confessing your feelings early, pouring your heart out. Wrong. She may enjoy the fantasy of romance, but she respects and desires the man who keeps his emotions disciplined. The man who gives her glimpses of affection, but never lets his emotions control him. A woman's attraction isn't logical. It's primal. It doesn't respond to what she says she wants. It responds to what she feels you are. Strength, mystery, independence. Those are the real triggers of her desire. If you simply react to her words, you'll get played like a puppet. If you understand her instincts, you'll control the entire frame. There's one trait that separates men who keep a woman's respect from men who lose it without ever understanding why. It's not charm. It's not wealth. It's not even physical strength. It's the power to walk away. You see, a woman's deepest instinct tests you constantly. She needs to know, can you survive without her? Can you stand alone without flinching? Are you a man who chooses her, or a man who needs her? Because the moment she senses that you need her, you're no longer the prize. You become a burden. You become the one chasing, while she becomes the one pulling away. Walk-away power means you don't bluff. You don't threaten. You don't act emotionally when things don't go your way. You simply detach, silently, confidently, with zero drama. And that silence, that certainty, that unshakable willingness to lose her rather than lose yourself, is what makes her respect you more than anything else. Most men are terrified of losing women, and that terror leaks through everything they do. Their texts, their calls, their energy, their desperate attempts to please and fix and cling. And every drop of fear, every ounce of neediness is like blood in the water. And she smells it, and once she smells it, the game is over. If you cannot walk away, you have already lost. There's another trap, one that even strong men fall into if they're not careful, and that is the weakness of the flesh. Every great religion, every ancient philosophy has warned men about this. Because when you let lust control you, when you prioritize physical pleasure over purpose, you slowly erode the very strength that made you attractive in the first place. It starts small. You spend more time thinking about her body than your mission. You prioritize intimacy over building your empire. You start craving her validation more than your own self-respect. And with every little compromise, with every moment of weakness, you become less of the man she admired and more of the man she wants to escape from. Understand this clearly. Women can feel when a man's energy shifts from focused to obsessed, from dominant to desperate, from grounded to addicted. And once that happens, respect vanishes. And when respect dies, everything else dies with it. You are not here to worship her body. You are not here to lose yourself in her beauty. You are here to master yourself, to dominate your own instincts, to build a life so powerful that no woman, no pleasure, no temptation can ever own you. At the end of the day, you need to make a choice. Are you going to keep chasing a fantasy? Chasing the dream that she'll love you for simply being nice, loyal, available? Or are you going to accept the brutal reality that her love is only reserved for the man she respects? Stop seeking her affection. Stop begging for her attention. Stop sacrificing your dignity for a fleeting moment of validation. Instead, become the man she cannot help but admire, the man whose strength she feels, the man whose life she wants to be a part of, because he doesn't need her to complete it. You are not here to be loved unconditionally. You are here to build strength unconditionally, and that strength will attract the kind of loyalty and admiration that no words could ever fake. So from this moment forward, you will never beg for her love again. You will embody the strength she can't resist, or you will walk away without looking back. This is the law. This is the way. If you're ready to live by that code, comment below. I choose strength.